Hello everyone. Right now I'm recording an update that I actually wrote quite a while ago. As you can tell, we fell somewhat behind on our updates, but I'm working to catch up. So I will be sharing as though today were the day that I originally wrote it. So in the morning, we got up around 7 as always and got ourselves some breakfast after having some devotion time together. When we got back, we goofed off just a bit with Perry.
Wait, I did this. Tilly, yes, the one that spoke about Jesus last night.
We moved some tables outside and set up all those clothes and donations that we had been sorting up until this point. We then split up into different teams and went to go visit various refugee and asylum seeker families. With us went a refugee family that you may remember me talking about in the past, but it's Dr. Benedict's family. He went as a translator with one group, and his daughter, who's only 12, I believe, only 11 actually, I think, and about to turn 12, and she translated for us and did an amazing job. When we got back, we spent some time with Martin in his office and sort of debriefed for a bit and talked about our experience and whatnot, and just sort of discussed what was going on and how our visits went.
And after he finished praying, one of her friends contacted her and said, "We need to go to Big C. You want to go with us?" And she said, "Sure." So they had gone away. And so how long did he talk, Gary?
I would say a good 45 minutes at least.
We then moved tables and food into the youth room, which is where we were going to have a meal with Dr. Benedict and his family. His wife had actually prepared the meal that we were going to eat.
One of the guys we stopped by was actually a pastor, and the church service was going down underneath us. It was pretty neat. He invites all the people around him.
It was really amazing spending time with Dr. Benedict and his family again. They are truly some of the strongest Christians I've ever met. We had a good fun time, just me, Jasmine, Jared, and his kids all hanging out, playing Uno, and it was just a good time of fellowship and laughs and whatnot. So, to close for today, I have asked Perry to talk about his visits for the day, and he'll also just close out the video for me, so here he is.
Hello, my name is Perry. Last Saturday we did home visits. In my group it was Martin, Zoraz, Jared, and myself. We had to go to 7 different families, which seems a little out of the norm compared to what we've done in the future. But you don't know about that yet in this video. But we visited 7 families. We had about 4 to 5 hours to do that, which means we couldn't really spend that much time with each family because of the way traffic is. But we visited with all 7 families. We heard most of their stories, and Martin was able to check up and update any information that needed to be updated. The one family that sticks out in particular was a pastor and his family who actually started a church in his, I don't know if you would call it basement, but we'll call it a first floor, and they meet every week, at least once a week, and they meet at other times as well, and they were actually doing a worship service downstairs, so we had to kind of end our visit a little early, but he shared about how much of an impact that his community has had because of the church that he started, and it's been really good. He doesn't, I guess it's not mandatory that they come, the church isn't that way anyway, but he wants to respect their safety, to make sure that they're safe as they go to and from church. But it was a great time. Another thing that sticks out to me is most of the refugees that we visited, their focus was not on themselves and their situation, but it was other people who are going through the same thing, whether it's the IDC, which is the Immigration Detention Center, or just other refugees in the area. So most of the time when we asked for prayer requests, they would say, please pray for the other people going through the same thing. It wasn't them. Obviously we did pray for them, but it was just an interesting perspective that they're kind of zoomed out of their situation. They want to help for the greater good and not just themselves. So home visits was a great experience. It was my first time. Doing home visits was a great experience to be able to see their living conditions and just how thankful they were for what they had. We also visited, I think it was 2 Ahmadi Muslim families along with 5 Christian families. So it was interesting to see their different perspectives on things. But that's all I have for this report. Thanks for listening. See you next time.